Hello, folks, and welcome back to Peglin. It's been a while, particularly given that we're not in an achievement hunt. No, today I'm just here with the new Peglin experimental build, I guess you would call it. Experimental build? That just came out to try and experience the new stuff. Supposedly, there is an Act 4 that we have to get into. So that'll be nuts. I might have to go at some point. I have a prior engagement, but precisely when it's for is still a little up in the air. There we go. All right. Peglin. Ignore that continue. I accidentally hit new game and then new run earlier. I didn't do anything. As you can see. When I first booted up the game, I was trying to put in the stream details, and it decided that I was putting in important information in the background. Anyway, I did have a peek at the Encyclopedia, and the bestiary surprised me with how few things it would seem are new here. But I guess we'll have to get into it and find out. Actually, has Crucible been altered at all? Nope, doesn't look like it. And that's why we're going in not on Crucible, because Crucible kind of sucks. Okay, what's this? Froggo Amulet. Gain 3 max health whenever an orb is added to your deck. That sounds insane. It's Betsy. That's not good. I mean, in a lot of circumstances, Betsy would be a run, and in High Crucible specifically, I mean, Betsy would be a run-ender. And that's incredibly annoying to me. It makes it feel like higher levels of Crucible just aren't balanced. And I've talked about this at length. And yes, bosses should be difficult, but there's a difference between being able to end a run and being a run-ender. If something's a run-ender, by that I mean, if you get it, congratulations, you're screwed. You cannot win. Oh, Double Trouble was... I feel like that was adjusted. That didn't give Illusion before, did it? Alright. It's new. Let's take it. I don't think I care which way I go. All right. Good start, I'd say. So yeah. If you saw Betsy, best thing to do would be to restart, I think, generally speaking, on High Crucible, specifically. And that's always annoying. What's worse is when you get Pigment of Imagination on floor 2, should you manage to actually get there, because that's also a run-ender in most circumstances. That feels like it was also changed. I swear it did more than that before. That's been a sad must circle. You know what? Let's get both. Perhaps this is a little foolish, but I kind of like the idea of buffing up all of my stats. Hoping it hit the bomb, but okay. We're fine. We're fine. Is there a shop? There's a shop, but I won't be going there. I'm going to take on the boss. It's big. Buckle Orb is big now. Oh. I see. I see. Yeah, well, at least that was more max health. The game has a lot of events that don't make as much sense anymore. Things that were vestiges of a previous state. A lot of the early events in particular. If they decide that there's a final build and they stop working on it at any point, I do hope they have a look at some of those things again and make adjustments accordingly. But here I am complaining. I didn't want to just complain the whole time. Let's try to focus on new and interesting things. So far, this feels like a pretty standard run. I was hoping that it would bounce down into that area and do a little better than that, but okay. Let's buff that up. I don't really think that I need to heal. That hasn't changed, that hasn't changed, but this is big now. So let's take that. Piercing, pincher maneuver. Projectile and targeted attack damage is split between the original attack and an additional attack targeting the furthest enemy. Yes. I played just a little bit off stream at one point. Distract the crows, remove random orb. This was changed! This is good! This is good! Previously it was, get +3 pebbles, which you often don't want, or just take damage, which is not good. But now, remove random orb. Oh. You quickly reach into your satchel and hold up the first orb your little fingers find. It's your Nimball, level 3. The crows seem pleased with your offering. Ooh, I wonder if that changes depending on what random orb you select. And if you even swoop down and leave you 11 gold as a gift. Not worthwhile in this case, but I am so happy that one of the events got adjusted like that. I didn't fart. This one was adjusted too. Remove an orb, take 21 damage. You pull an orb from your satchel and with incredible effort and some singed fingers, sandwich it between the fireballs. The orbs implode with a satisfying pop and the wall of fire subsides, allowing you to continue on your way. This is so good! Oh, I'm so glad that they did that. That makes me incredibly happy. Let's take a higher level Bramball. Let's take a rest. Duplicate an orb. Sure. Pincher Maneuver will help slightly against the mole in higher levels of Crucible, which is good because the mole really sucks. I would consider them, if not a run-ender, then close to a run-ender. Honestly, they might be worse than Betsy. Is the little crossed fingers new, or did I just never ever notice it? That is not new, but it's not very old. Dense activates each peg 2 times, can target any enemy. Two's Company. Applies double damage slime to every 9 pegs hit. Double damage slime makes pegs durable and contributes 2 times damage, but it's 4 times non-negative if peg downgraded. So if you downgrade the peg, what's the name for that operation in math? The absolute value? 4 times the absolute value. So that's essentially 2 times, but 3 times if you downgrade pegs instead. Because the 4x cancels out 1x of what it is. Interesting. Let's upgrade that for more bulwark. I probably should have healed. Also, hello, Cave Raven. Sorry, meant to acknowledge you a little sooner, but I got distracted. This will also help against bosses that hang out in back and like to summon minions. And since this is overflow and applies a status effect, there's a good chance that we apply double the status effect. A cool Helldivers buff. Alright, I'll bite. Tell me about the Helldivers update. Wanted the flag to have a cool effect for a while, and now it does something? Alright, thank you for fresh. corner there. Ah, nice. Oh, no! Okay. This is not good. You could probably see why I complained about Betsy earlier. Now does a taunt effect. Enemies are enraged and target the die for carrying it more. Okay. That makes sense. In some cases. Why is she called Betsy? Oh, because of the item Betsy's Hedge, which was introduced before Betsy the Leshy. It's a joke on hedging your bets. Let's up the bulwark and... up the value of Double Trouble. Ooh, Focused Blast. Bombs deal -2 self-damage and 4 times enemy damage, but only affect the targeted enemy. That's interesting. Every orb will fire 2 additional copies onto the pegboard, but all orbs deal 0.5 times damage, rounded down. It can only be aimed in 4 directions. All orbs deal 0.5 times damage. Rounded down. That's pretty good. 4 skipped for plus 50 gold. That's good. Let's try this. It's new. Something ancient calls to you. Will you prove your worth? The Must Circle of Life. Next act, enemies will gain 1 Must Circle every other time you fire. Moraball Horriballs. Add 2 Horriballs to your deck, but all owned Horriballs are destroyed at the end of the act. Okay. No availability. No availability. Next act, whenever you add an orb, you must remove a non-Pebble orb. Oh. Peculiar. Let's try this. A curse. And it helped in a way because we got a little bit more max HP from it. Alright. Let's check the map. Okay, we're gonna want to go this way first, and we're going to save up gold for that shop. Okay. Interesting that they added a way to remove Horriballs. I don't think I'm going to have as much of a detriment from that, given that I am buffing up myself with Must Circle. I do kind of wish that I still had Spiness, but... Alright. Bombs only hit the targeted enemy. We should do something that allows us to create more bombs, if possible. Yeah, so now the Horrible is 1-0. We can hit a bomb or so. There we go. Get a bit of bulwark. Make more bombs. If we can make red bombs, that would be nice as well. Take advantage of that. Let's upgrade this so that the Horriballs can do more. And move on. Also, I see how you spelled that. Now, the only thing that this can really do for us at this point is collect gold and trigger bombs. Because we haven't buffed it up yet. But that's okay. This will do the trick. And the buckle orb will be better as well. Excellent. Oh, yes, yes. Go on, go on. Hit the bombs. Yes! I should have targeted the one in back. Oh, well. Attack pierces all enemies. That'd be good if I had something that allowed me to... Okay, I'll keep saving. That'd be good if I had something that allowed me to... apply status effects on hit. Contributed damage 3 times. That's better than before, that's for sure. So the sling pebbles gain +1/+2. Let's take this. Maybe we can do something interesting with it. Alright, we've got a nice round 150. Level 2? That's news. That's not bad. Sure, okay. Eye of Turtle. Reduce, refuse, recycle. Bombs detonated while navigating provide 5 gold. If I can get more things that create bombs, that will be extraordinarily good. Let's see. Activated crits also refresh the board. Thank you. That will be extraordinarily helpful. I like Orbert's story, and we can move on. I'm gonna target the wizard when they come out. Maybe we can hit him for a bunch with bombs. There's only one bomb. There's only the one bomb. Yeah, I can talk. I made an error. Alright, the healer is gone. Give me a bunch of block. Very good. Let's wait for the refresh to come around again. Ah, oh no, a really good melee weapon wasn't properly noise alerting enemies, now it does. Oh. Well, sounds like that stinks. Would you say good or bad time to be a Helldiver? Ah, and the bramble kept them in place all throughout the enemy turns. The reload. Alright. Things are going well, I'd say. Snowball. All snowballs get +0/+1 for every 25 pegs hit. As snowballs hit pegs and gain strength, all snowballs increase in size. Damage and size reset after each battle. That sounds fun. Let's get one. Maybe we can get more. Nope, 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 nope. We're going to the left. Nerf the mech's foot hitbox size, so you have to get closer to step on things. That makes sense. fire got majorly buffed. So, good time to be Helldiver? I don't have any targeted attacks, actually. Okay, there's a targeted attack. Let's upgrade the snowball. Non-pebble orbs gain +1/+2 for every other orb of the same type owned. Bombs apply spin infection 1. Let's go for the bomb build. If we did end up getting more snowballs, it would be good for that if we got the middle one. But anyway. Ah. Okay, so we can buff ourselves up. I'm feeling okay about the wall. Alright, target you. Please hit bombs. Please hit bombs. No, okay. There we go. Target the one of you with higher health, I think. I can see it get a little bigger there. So close. I just tossed that at the worst possible time. Well, better to throw this and have it deal enough damage than... Oh, yes! Doesn't matter how much health we have. I don't recall seeing the white robe guys. What do they do? No slime house? Yeah, no slime house. I needed the damage, I think. But the white robe guys are mages that heal everybody. They are the worst. Ouch. Okay. Let's get increasing damage multiplier based on the number of empty or removed pegs. Every 38 pegs hit is converted to a bomb. Yes. Now I just really need that reloading refreshes all of the bombs on the board. Mindful of my timing, but there we go. That'll get the guy in front for sure. Excellent. Refresh the board, set off some bombs, give me a bunch of block. There's no way you're going to deal damage to me. Fantastic. Orbit Orb, Highway Orbery, Chopping Bollock, Omega Orb. I don't have any... Omega Orb downgrades for less now. That makes sense, because downgrading is more powerful now. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. I will need to be mindful of the self-damage from Accentuate. That's cool. Since the Bramble isn't going to do anything, I think I'd rather skip it this turn. Thank you for the refresh. I would like to not crit here. I think... okay, that's... okay. I think not critting is not ever going to happen. At this point. Not a dull wall at all. Convert or destroy 3 dull pegs while fighting the demon wall. Okay. So I'm gonna need to upgrade my... crits somehow. All bombs are replaced with red bombs and deal double damage to enemies. Projectile attacks pierce more enemies, but bombs deal less damage and less self-damage. That'll start with 3 times as much gold, but all purchases are twice as expensive. What do you think? Sapper Stack or Wand of Skultimate Greed? Wand of Skultimate Greed used to be twice as much gold, but all purchases are twice as expensive, which was very good for gold collecting builds, at the cost of essentially having the value of however much gold you had going in. But now it gives you even more gold, which is interesting. We're not taking safety pegulations. That is good, but not for a bomb build. Sapper Sack, though. I think we have to try it. Something ancient calls to you. Hazmat Has-Beens. Next act, when non-minion enemies die, they convert 3 pegs to Spinfection pegs, which apply Spinfection to you when activated. Gross. Tomb Raided. Next act will contain no treasure nodes. Mini-bossification. Start the next act by fighting a mini-boss from that act with no rewards after it. Sure. Yeah, I'm cool with that. way to heal would be good, I think. And that I'll be taking a little bit of self-damage from time to time. Very nice. Oh, that's interesting. Why am I locked to you? What happened there? That's not a glitch, is it? I wouldn't be surprised. This is an experimental build. Okay. No rewards, obviously, but that's fine. We don't have to worry about anything else in that regard moving forward. Bit of a poor showing on that button, that's okay. And the bombs are obviously hitting more than one enemy. If one bomb hits one enemy and then another bomb hits another after, it dies. That is a lot of enemy damage. Just need to figure out what to do about healing. I mean, post-battle healing is potentially effective if we get enough gold for it. Oh, I wanted to upgrade my menace. Oh. Why did I upgrade my menace? I should have taken the one that would have allowed that. Bulwark will help, actually. Defend against self-damage. Yeah. To a degree. Enough of a degree? Hopefully. There we go. Okay. Just required a bit of patience, that's all. Wow, that did nothing. All right, not bad, not bad. Pincher maneuver was good for that fight because we were able to circumvent the damage reduction that mini-boss has inherent. By splitting the damage into 2 attacks, we dealt with it twice as fast. For those of you who might not be familiar with it, it becomes less and less intangible, as the fight goes on. And it's blocked at a certain amount of damage that it can do, but also a certain amount of damage that it can take. Thanks to that. But by taking our damage roll and then splitting it in 2, Jupiter Orb, Cannonball Hazard. Might as well make that level 3, I guess. Applying positive status effects to yourself, increase the amount applied by 1. Bombs deal plus 20 damage. I think I don't have to worry about my bomb damage. I think that's going A-okay. You know what, actually, let's see. That'd be pretty snazzy. Let's go to that direction. Now, what is going on here? Pow, pow, pow. All in a row. Line them up, watch them fall. Okay, try a different angle. Nah, that's not good. Find a waterfall. Crit equilibrium. When drawn, if your orb's base damage is greater than its crit damage, the board will contain 1 less crit. Otherwise, it will contain 1 additional crit. Not bad. Not bad. No, go that way. Go that way. I wanted to go that way. Okay. Guess we're going for the shops. Start at 5. Whoa. Crit is triggered. Gain illusion. Aha! Previously thrown bombs will now refresh as regular bombs, but I have to imagine... that that is going to immediately be turned into red bombs courtesy of Saprosack. As you continue on your path, you nearly trip into a lone rainbow slime. Expecting a battle, you begin to ready your defenses when the slime starts to speak to you.
Wait! I'm by myself and I'm completely out of coins. Maybe we can help each other out instead of fighting?
Remove an orb, pay 40 gold. To fight, ignore the slime. Yes, okay.
Thank you, now I've got to go catch up to my friends. Goodbye!
Alright, that's cute. Yes, please hit that a bunch. A bunch of coins from that. Alright, and we're going into the shop with over 100 gold. I think I would like to remove another pebble. Gaining max health, increase the amount gained by 1. That would have helped earlier on. Oh well. Heal 1 every time the board is refreshed. Yes. Oh, now it's darkness. That makes sense. Yes! And we can't get anything here, but that's fine. Aw, collateral ball damage. Oh well. Collusion detection. Prices that scale up with each purchase remain fixed at their initial price. That'll be good early on, but really, really bad late in the game like this. It didn't get much bigger. Probably because hitting the Sapper Sweeper's blocks doesn't contribute to its ability. Oh well. Mine's complete. Victory has been secured, but something else rumbles deep below. Be warned, the foes ahead won't play fair. Will you venture into Radia's core? Finish run or accept challenge. This is grayed out. Can I not accept that? Accept challenge. Snowball! Heck yes! Status symbol. Status effects you apply have double intensity, but attacks have considerably less potency. Okay, okay. All status effects, including good ones to me? Interesting. Your pig activated gets upgraded, but all attacks lose 4/4. Attacks and bombs deal double damage, but you deal 3 self-damage for every 30 pigs activated. Let's take this. This explains why so few things were added, I guess, for this area. I like the music. It's a little eerie compared to the core, or compared to the mines. Okay, so it's a bonus area. That's cool. I like that. I like that. And you can finish a run and establish victory. Ooh, the eerie noises. I like. Oh boy. Be prepared for incoming nasty bomb sounds. This is a lot of damage. And the other snowball is already super buffed too, thanks to that. Oh boy. Matryorbshka, let's heal. And then, yeah, I think... Wait, hang on. There is a shop. Let's just keep going. Purple flames. I don't like the look of that. Probably deals more misnavigation damage. As you progress... Ooh, the event music. As you progress... Hang on, actually. No, that seems fine. Is music fine for you? Anyway, as you progress through the darkness... And... Typo. You catch a glimpse of an ethereal... As you progress through the darkness and you catch a glimpse of an ethereal voice fills your head and accompanying presence appears before you. I think something got screwed up there slightly. You catch a glimpse of an ethereal... Okay, so I can parse what it's trying to say, but it doesn't make sense at all. You've done well to make it this far, my little friend. Thank you for attempting to right Radia's wrongs and for doing what needs to be done. Please know that even if you fall at this point, you've already done much to hold the darkness at bay and to keep Radia's residents safe. Before you face your final foe, would you like a boost? Vitality, increase max HP. Clarity, choose up to 3 orbs to remove. Stability, upgrade every upgradable orb. Or creativity, add 1 of 3 rare relics. Let's take this one. Okay. I should have taken the removal. The presence bestows its strength upon you before its energy dissipates into the darkness. Post-battle healing is increased. Increase your max health. Oh, no double chest here.
Ooh, a fish.
Orbs that are larger than the standard orb size deal damage equal to the number of owned large orbs to the targeted enemy for each peg hit. Okay, okay. That sounds cool, but this isn't exactly the time for it. Good slime. Bomb baton. Ooh, there's fire on the board right now. I wonder if that's just a visual glitch courtesy of the eye. Whoa. Whenever you heal or take self-damage, enemies with intertwined heal or take damage X times that amount. So, I want to take self-damage for this one. Oh boy. This isn't gonna go well, I don't think. Okay, never mind, we're fine. That's just my circle X, okay. Can only be used once per battle. But it has persist too. Let's take Summoning Circle. You get one for every 15 pegs activated. Nice. Hello, Radia. Intangible X prevents its holder from losing more than X HP from any individual attack or effect. You got this, bro. Hello! Career Healer. There's a Radia slime or something on some of these pegs. Okay, first off, let's hit the crit. I missed it. How could I miss it? It was 3 feet in front of me. Ooh, don't like that. 5? What's that? Okay, the intangible has adjusted to 999. Now it's 2,000. 4. Three. This isn't good. I don't like this. Two. I don't like where this is going. One. Well, I mean, I guess we heal. In the hopes that maybe we live through whatever is coming. Okay, we're connected. We've got Spintertwined, which is good. Ooh. I wonder if hitting one of these things... It's healing because I was healing. Oof. If I break all of these pegs, will it break the intertwined? My max health has been lowered. This is wild, but also I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm trying to foresee a path to victory, and I don't like my odds. It's healing a lot because I'm healing a little. Oh, I did destroy something. I think I got rid of its attack up. Break top right to break the healing connection. Hang on. That's intangible. 30k. Maybe I could break that. Enemies with multiplier will deal damage X times. So well, is that this thing, though? I can't tell. Oh, I broke something. I broke all of the. Okay. That's helpful. I think I'm dead here, but I think I gave it a good first shot. Yep. What? I survived briefly. Thank you for the follow. Let's get you on the follow plate. Career healer. All right. Altogether, a good first go, I think. I need to figure out how to break those a little faster next time. I think Matryoshka would have been a good take there, but now I know what I'm up against. Let's try going in with the Spinventor. I quite liked Froggo Amulet. Deck got a little bit big there at the end, though, so I should be a bit more reserved. Thank you for the encouragement. Have you been playing through the update? / experimental build yourself? I think we head to the right here. It's been a little while since I've played Peglin, so I'm probably going to still be a little bit rusty for some time. Well, that said, I think things have been going all right. I like that a Refurbisher has some stats to it. Courtesy of the starter relic. Let's see if we can't get one of these two. Excellent. That's what I was hoping for. No. Come on. Alright, alright. Unicorn Horn is fine. Right in the middle there. Wow. Disappointing performance all around from that. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Potion bolts. Immediate take. Ow. Which way do I want to go, actually? Let's try towards the left. I'd be fine with either of these. Okay. Peg, hello planet! we just got my butt handed to me by the new final boss. Let's take the obelisk. I know that this has been changed. +1/+1 for each Pebble and Boulder in your deck. Attacks all enemies and target a column. All Pebballs and Bouldarbs gain +1/+1. All Pebballs, Bouldarbs, and Obelisks gain +1/+2. Excellent. Okay. So good update then? Yes. Yes. In particular, there is one big gripe that I had about the game, and its development thus far. And then immediately, I get... I come across something that shows that the devs had been keeping that in mind. So yes, quite good update. Although it's actually an experimental build. Now I don't know if all of my gripes have been dealt with, but it has made me quite pleased. What about development don't you like? Okay, so over the course of the creation of this game, the scope and the just general design philosophy has changed over time, just enough to cause problems for the events and such that were added in the very first builds of the game. And I had come across one of those events in question that was particularly bad. And I was like, I really hope that when the developers come up with what they consider to be the last build of the game, they take a look back and focus on these things that were from the first builds of the game and finally rebalance them. And then I immediately came across two events that were rebalanced in just that way. What was the event? Go into detail. I want to hear the example. Okay, so the first one was a mirror, and it's take a little damage and... Okay. You get two choices for the golden mirror. Both of them deal self-damage to you. One of them is duplicate a random orb. The other one is duplicate all of your orbs. Generally, you don't really like doing either, unless you're going for a specific build. And I wasn't. Bombs apply darkness, applies healing slime, yes. And it's not great for most builds to run into that. Particularly later on in things like high levels of Crucible. But I then ran into two events that had been rebalanced around how the game works now. The Crow event and the... what was the other one? The Fireball event. Oh, here's one. Okay, so originally, we would just get the first and the third option here. The words grow darker and darker as you progress until you find a clearing where it is pouring rain. Either you embrace the lightning and get an orb that may or may not fit your build, or you get random navigation, which could screw you up later on down the line. It doesn't matter to me right here, but if I had gone this way and gotten this event, I could end up going to the shop while I have only a meager amount of gold, and it could have sucked. But then, now they've added a third option, which allows you to have a bit more customizability here. In particular, the Crow one is you either get 3 Pebballs or you take 9 damage, which is generally not good when most of your builds don't benefit from getting a lot of Pebballs. it becomes an event that's just, oh, you take 9 damage. Congratulations. But now you can get rid of a random orb instead and get a little bit of gold back from the crows. And I actually went into detail as to how I might fix those events at some point prior. And I think my solution was pretty good, but I'm quite happy that they have just paid attention to that at all. And so this is now the third example of an instance where they have done so. And I am pleased as punch. Okay. Would you say they've reacquired the focus from earlier design? Yes. Yes, I think so. One of the big gripes that I had was that Crucible high levels were just not fun to play through because of how imbalanced they were, how incredibly RNG dependent they would end up being. And I haven't done any of that yet. So we've yet to see what's going on with that. But the fourth area is optional. So regardless of how they have made adjustments to Crucible, it hasn't become harder to win a Crucible run thanks to the fourth area being added to the game, which is an excellent this Orbalisk is busted. Let's upgrade the Refurbisher. With lightning fast reflexes, you lay a line of coins to intercept the lightning and are able to harness its power into your Refurbisher. Unfortunately, your coins have been blasted to smithereens, but you've diverted the worst of the spikes and can make your way safely through the clearing. Anyway, but yeah, they have not made Crucible harder by adding another area, which is very nice. We have yet to see if they have made it less frustrating, I suppose I'll say. Oh, never mind. Orbalisk is working fine. I guess it just wasn't calculating at that time, which I suppose makes sense. Anyway, we have yet to see if they have made high levels of Crucible less frustrating, but everything I've seen so far makes me very hopeful for the future of the game. It sounds like a great reassessment of the game and its progression. Mm-hmm. Let's see if I can... I should have shot that over this way where all of the upgraded pegs are. Stupid. Right, this is going to do a ton of damage. Get rid of the one in back. The bomb took care of you. Very nice. Let's see if we can't heal a little here. There we go. Also got to take care of some snack stuff, but I'll be back in a few. See you in a few. Assemble. I think we have to go for both of these. Increase your max health by 25. Become Bombulator. I do have bomb synergy already. Let's take it. Now, Betsy hasn't been adjusted at all, by the look of things. But it's possible that she has, and I just don't know how. So that does worry me slightly, but... Obviously, this is still an experimental branch of the game, so it's unclear whether Betsy will get touched up moving forward or not. Whether she has, whether she hasn't, whether she will, whether she won't. Oh no. I think I smell corned beef. This does not please me. I'm not a fan of it myself. Toss that, get it out of the way. And now, throw out the Omega Orb. Okay. All good. Another sector! Very nice. And let's make that start giving me some max health. Peglin Satchel. Alright, what do we got now? A Poltorb Geist, excellent. An Instigate Orb, okay, okay. I can work with that. I think the Refurbisher got... No, I upgraded that with the Crows. Poltorb Geist got upgraded. A Pebble got upgraded, and the Splat Orb? Mini bossification will be fine. Next act, 2 random relics are deactivated each battle. I have 3 relics that I wouldn't mind that happening to at all. But I think we'll start with mini bossification. That feels like a freebie. In a lot of circumstances. Let's get some healing slime on the board. Try to take out the healer. Take on the ranged guy. All right, not a targeted attack, duh. I could hit any of those bombs, that'd be nice. Let's hit that. Ah, wait. Oh, no, I accidentally... Wait. No, all enemies. Not the targeted enemy. I was worried about that for a second. Okay. We're good. We're good. Okay, and now... Get a crit, get a crit. Nice. Deal a bunch of damage to everyone. Fantastic. Let's toss out the multi ball. Potion ball. It's not gonna deal any damage itself, but it might set off enough bombs. So close. So close. Oh well. Okay. That went pretty poorly. Well. Nope, I wanted to hit the refresh. It's right there. It's right there. Okay, this is fine. Yes. Okay. Good now. How did you survive? I think we want to go to the left. No! Go to the left, go to the left, go to the left. No! Darn. Almost certainly set off all the bombs. Excellent. Hey, another sector. That strikes me as potentially good in the Act 4 boss. Bum, ba, 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 ba. Duplicate an orb. This loses Spin Vent originality, but it will then buff itself. And it also buffs up all of the pebbles again. Let's see. Two's Company. I think I would like that. Let's take that. Do I want to remove anything? I think I'll take navigation and move on. Well, that was close to really good. Come on, hit the crit. There we go. Very nice. Give me a ton of gold. Move on. Okay. Want to hit as much gold as possible. Okay. That's a little less than I was hoping for, but alright. Have the Pebble and the Pebble run away. You easily make it away from the tired old brick slime box. I would have liked more Pebbles, actually. But the rare scenario. Very nice. Smack him with bombs. Let's do it. So close. Poison? Poison? No poison orbs. Okay. Okay. Let's increase the healing that we get. I want to go to the left here. That's not how that was supposed to play out. Alright, effective. Chandelier time. Looks like crunching jaws. Wait for you to move forward a smidgen. Oh, never mind. Bonus damage on this will get outrageous in longer fights. Yo, hello planet. Welcome back. How are things going with you, by the way? I think I do take the sword card, actually. And we'll go down that path. Had some pizza, so not bad. Not bad! Whenever slime is applied to pegs, it gets upgraded. +5. Uh-oh. No! No, that's not the way I wanted to go! No! I missed out on 2 more relics! Okay, 1 more relic! The board will contain 1 additional crit. Drat. That's just me being bad. Let's hit you with the Memorb. The bonus damage. Oh, never mind. Don't have to worry about that at all. Okay. Get a lot of gold. It doesn't matter how much damage I take here, because the wall does not care. sending this up. Go. I need to remember to download TF2. I figure it's gonna take a while, but I have neglected to thus far. Start the process. Although it would probably be best to finish clearing out some more space on my computer first. It's gonna upgrade a lot of pegs thanks to a good slime. Excellent. You don't have to if you can't get the space. I can get the space. I just need to remember to do it. Oh, that's right, I have another... Well... No, that's buffed by the Orbalisks. We're getting closer. Wish that had crit, but it's okay. We're gonna be just fine. A little bit of coinage will help in the future. Boom. Alleviation would probably be good in a long fight, too. Melts off once used. Certainly better than it was before. Projectile attacks pierce additional enemies, but bombs deal less damage and less self-damage. Every even shot activates pegs an additional time it becomes dense. Attacks deal double damage, but every activated peg gets downgraded. Yes, actually, because that's going to synergize with the slime. Tomb rated. Next act will contain no treasure nodes. Summon the Painbow. The Painbow slime will pursue you through the next act. And Peball or nothing. Add a matching Peball for every Pebble in your deck! Yes, that's very good in this specific circumstance. That is a benefit. I just have to worry about buffing them up. And the negative pegs have enhanced effects with the slime. So I should get more slime, I think. Orbalisk is a 1632. Very nice. Not worried about that. Upgrade you. Move on. Doesn't matter which way I go, so let's send it this way to hit a bunch of coins. Yeah, there we go. Plus 36 for navigation there. Fantastic. Ooh, take the golden orb, lose all my gold, and get the orb. Smash the statue, take a bunch of damage, get a bunch of gold. Minus 15 gold upgraded orb. That is good. Up to a certain point. Minus 20 gold, upgrade an orb. Okay, so I've spent 20 gold, because leaving will take 5. Spending 20 gold is still worth it. Spending 20, okay, so that's 20, another 20, plus 10, that's 25 for 2 upgrades. 25 each for 2 upgrades, that's still worth it. This is going to be another 25. but we lose an additional 5. There we go. And hey, we got that 5 back. No, we got more than that because of the navigation. But I went the wrong way. Even when the board is refreshed, whenever you reload, refresh the board. Whatever pegs are refreshed, they're upgraded. I'd be cool with either of these, I guess. Okay. Let's go that way. I like the sound of chest into mini-boss. I worry a little about my combination. Endless devouring, bopping everything up. But the pegs are downgraded, except for the ones that get slime applied thanks to a good slime. When I'm trying to get the ones with slime applied to be either extremely upgraded or extremely downgraded. But not both, because that'll put them around in the middle. I don't know. Maybe everything will be fine. Two's company. I wanted that. Okay, let's... Nope, that's not what I wanted, but it's okay. We can veer back into the mini-boss. Should be fun. Wow. Never seen that before. Who's in particular works extraordinarily well with the negative pegs, as I understand it. Alright, so... now, does one go about guaranteeing... There we go. That'll do. Hello, you. I think I'm gonna go down this path, so we'll go to the right after this fight, so I should clear out the right of X. Alright, not bad. Upgrade the... yeah. Create 2 gold whenever the board is refreshed. Whenever a crit is hit, convert. Yeah. Counterfeit crits. Excellent. There we go. These little victory jingles would make great alerts. Yeah, agreed. Bag of orange pegs. I can take that just fine. Like that. Oh boy, you like that. Every little bit of healing slime I can get is nice. When we get to the new boss, we're gonna have to take extra care to make sure that they don't couple to us. It's Hitch! We're back in Hades 2 again. Another Two's Company. We upgrade Poltorgeist. That'll be good. I think, because we create a bunch of crits, and if we manage to not hit any of them, then we're going to get a lot of bonus base damage. Remove Pebble, upgrade Omegorb, duplicate Poltergeist. Upgrade Omegorb. One of the spirits glows with a mysterious light. I do like the visual polish they put on some things as well. Well, that didn't work. I need to refresh. Where's the refresh? There's the refresh. Okay, let's try bouncing up the wall. That's not gonna work. Let's try breaking the things that are above it. Oh, there's one right there. Never mind. Only bell time. This'll do it. Surely. There we go. Hey, blast sector. Very nice. Also, I've noticed that the Sectorbs are counting each and every one of them towards the Froggo amulet. Very cool. That's not as cool. Ooh, but that is. Destroy everything. Actually, we'll just continue for now. Have a look at the shop. Show me the central sector. Nah, it's just another crit sector. I already have the crit sector, don't I? Where? Oh, it's up. Yeah, I have the crits up. Sector. I'm just missing the middle one. Yes. And yes, and... I'm gonna take more Two's Company. Whew. I'm not gonna have as much in the way of opportunity to upgrade them, but it's okay. Oh, and this is not gonna hit a crit? Not gonna hit a crit, so it has slightly buffed stats. The damage reduction slime got applied to at least a little bit. Excellent. Mine's complete. Your victory has been secured, but something else rumbles deep below. Be warned, the foes ahead won't play fair. Will you venture into Radia's core? Accept challenge. Gravity is reversed, but ceiling bounce is massively increased and orbs pass through pegs while traveling downwards. Viridian Trinket. That's a VVVVV. Did I say it? I think so. Every shot gains +1 multi-ball, but created multi-balls are smaller than their source orb. You gain 3 ballants at the start of battle, and whenever you reload, but you have -1 orb discards. Oh. This one seems real good. This one seems real good. This one seems real good. Well, okay, this one seems really good. And the downside is already slightly mitigated by ambidextrary. This one seems pretty good. This one seems alright. What do you think, Planet? Sealed Conviction, Viridian Trinket, or Matryoshka Shell? I'll leave this up to you. Sealed Conviction seems too good, though. Everything is buffed. But also a sucker for multi-balls, those are my choices. Fair enough, fair enough. I saw Sealed Conviction first, so that's what we take. Alright. Fully upgraded Two's Company. That's a lot of damage. I think this was the right choice. Oh, it just died. It got stuck, I guess. They decided, well, this is going nowhere fast. It needed to move on. I love the atmosphere here. I think I mentioned that the first time, but... Instigator Orb is going to be real nice with these high damage orb shots. It's very pretty. Yes, agreed. I haven't looked at them in the bestiary at all. It's so weird that we want the negative pegs now. Previously, they were just used as a way to balance out powerful orbs by making them, or powerful orbs or relics by making them Deal a bunch of damage, but downgrade things. But now they have a multiplier for all of the different slime effects. So you actually benefit from downgrading them. That's a second orb we already have. I would like to upgrade another Choose Company, make it proc faster. Okay. As you progress through the darkness, an ethereal voice fills your head and a comforting presence appears before you. You've done well to make it this far, my little friend. Thank you for attempting to right Radia's wrongs and for doing what needs to be done. Please know that even if you fall at this point, you've already done much to hold the darkness at bay and to keep Radia's residents safe. Before you face your final foe, would you like a boost? Use up to 3 orbs to upgrade every upgradable orb. Yes. Now, assault totem. Meh. I don't think any of these are particularly helpful. We'll exit the store and we can use the cash at the end of this next fight here. You know, provided we survive, which I hope we do. Things have been going fairly well so far. This is to teach you the status effect that it has. That is... What is it? Can't really tell. That's to teach you about that mechanic for the upcoming fight. I don't know what's going on with the fire yet. Maybe I shouldn't have shot the crit immediately. I'd probably have squeaked my way around without it. Yeah, let's try going in this way. Alright, Poltergeist. Let's deal a lot of damage. Very nice. Oh, and it hit a crit. Oh well. Healing for a lot and they're linked, so... You're the one that's creating a link for everyone, aren't you? Isn't that what that means? So let's try smacking you. These things have a lot of health. Alright. Mega downgrade orb. On all of the double damage slime. Very nice. Smack them. Yeah. Oh, and you're creating black holes. And you'll keep creating black holes until you're dead. Yeah, this is to teach you about the mechanics. I didn't fully understand what was going on last time, because I only had to deal with one of them at a time. You're buffing everyone's attack, you're creating the black holes. Okay, okay. Well, that didn't go as planned. I think I shall call this the Eye of Radia fight, moving forwards. And the following one, the Core of Radia fight. I feel like that makes the most sense. And then the first one can just be the Slime of Radia fight. Until we discover what these things actually are named, at any rate. Feels very Terraria, actually. Is that just me? That bit in the background? What bit? The healing, duplication potion, works wonders with strange brew. I think we take that. The background music, yes. I'd have to listen to it again. Ah, that's fair. Five. Four. Three. I don't think this is going super well. We're not getting close to beating the boss. Oh no, say goodbye to the run. Oh no. This had better do it. Aw, darn. Okay, we need to get rid of this thing first. That's creating the intangible. I don't know what that one's doing. Alright, we're no longer linked. I can now heal without healing the boss. Let's get rid of this thing. I summoned something. It brought that one back! Bogus. Okay, let's try to get down to the... Darn. It keeps bringing them back. I don't know what to do about it. Oh, you can see when it's going to come back. I think that's what's giving it multiplier. I need to stop it from doing that. Whoa! Something is reducing the damage that I'm dealing to it every time I hit it. What is doing that? One at the bottom. That's giving it the 5,000 intangible. Preventing it from taking more than 5,000 damage in a single turn. Alright, that's good to have that gone. If I keep sliming things up, maybe I'll be okay. I don't like my odds, though. I think I need a better build than this for... Oh, no. They got stuck. That's not good. Not again! Okay, that should not happen. That should not happen in a tense situation like this. It should not be able to do that. And yeah, obviously when the black holes are there, it solves that problem, but that's not... you want the black holes to be gone. Oh, no. Stop being linked to me so that I can heal. And this is only going to deal 5,000 damage because it's got that one down at the bottom that's protecting it. Oh boy. No, don't get stuck! Don't get stuck! Hopefully they do something about that before this gets released in full. that one the hardest one to hit? This is not good. Okay, take this out before the black hole spawns on top of it. My max health is decreasing rapidly. I don't know what to do about this. Oh boy. Come on, we gotta get this one too, or it's only gonna deal 5,000 damage. Oh, that feels bad, man. How am I supposed to get something down there? And now all of its effects are back. Chaos, come on. No! This is a really cool idea for a fight, but I feel so bad about that, because, like, how... You have to get rid of that one, or the board becomes too difficult to play around. You have to get rid of that one, or you can't deal enough damage. I feel like that should be lower. This should be higher. This should be one of the top ones. Or at the very least, when they generate, it should be randomized where they appear. Let's give it one more shot with Balladin, I think. And then I might take a break and... I might take a break and come back with... I'll either take a break and come back with Fresh Eyes, or... we'll swap over to Hades too. I don't know. But yeah, we'll be doing a bit more Peglin for a little while, I imagine. Either until I manage to finally beat Eye of Radia, or the core of Radia. Actually, hang on. Real quick. Do we have any information on them whatsoever? We do. Oh, this would be the enemy that spawns as a result of the negative modifier. Black Hole Slime Drop. It's important to take these slime drops down before they reach you, as their void-powered attacks will drain your very life force itself, lowering your max health for the rest of your run. Ugh. Don't like that. Slobelisk. Each of these obscenities packs a unique and powerful effect, many of which will quickly spiral out of control if left unchecked. Paying attention to their symbols will not only help you survive this encounter, but also the ultimate challenge that awaits you. Yep, that makes sense to me. Orbserver of Radia. Extremely powerful, yet not infallible. The different effects and attacks of the Orbserver can be mitigated when necessary by interacting with their relevant effect pegs. Additional damage can also be dealt by attacking the Orbserver directly. Okay. I would either rearrange where they were, or I would make it so that the effect pegs come back faster, but also get killed faster. Maybe. I don't know. There's gotta be something good that could balance that boss reasonably. Because it just doesn't feel good to have the cap on the max damage you can do down at the bottom, where you can't get it unless you've also taken care of the black holes, which is down here. And you can't get a straight shot on it either because the Orbserver itself is in the way. Maybe I just need to get good, but that feels really rough. And if Crucible levels are still what they were like before, then I have to imagine it would be ridiculous to even try to do that floor in a Crucible run. Or make them take longer to respawn. Feels like you barely get any wiggle room after taking one down. I got a decent amount of wiggle room, I think. But, yeah, not a whole lot. I came back after, what, 3 shots of mine? So taking one out removes it for the rest of the shot, and then... I don't know, I'd have to have a closer look at that, I think. I'm immune to attack damage while reloading. Oh, but that's not going to prevent it either, because they're going to slowly lower my max health. Unless they can't hit me. Could I make a cheese build and then see how that works in that boss? We can find out. You took down 3 of them in one shot and you still weren't able to do much with that opportunity? Yeah. I'm gonna upgrade this and move on. We're gonna try to get cheese. We need the remove all orbs mirror. That's it. Remove all orbs. And then we will need to remove the Ouroboros after acquiring the bad cheese. Ouroboros is another victim, it feels like, of the scope of the game. It had to be nerfed slightly because of the bad cheese build. And in turn, it got buffed in a kind of a weird way, but it isn't really enough, I don't think. It doesn't help that I'm taking it into a mini-boss right away with just the one level on it, but... Intentional oboe will be very helpful. Let's go to the question mark. And then over to that way. Duplicate an orb. No. That would be very good if I just wanted big fish. I'm not trying to do anything with big fish. I'm trying to get the cheese. Just me, or is that heavier than it should be? It should be able to go all the way through that. In theory. Also, at max level, it's only Echo 80, which... does not do much for it. Wow. Skipped over the refresh, huh? Okay. Ooh. For every 2 health lost, add 1 gold to the board. Spooky Haglin's scary hat. Okay. I have to imagine that that would still work in navigation. Alright, show me the cheese. No. I'll think of that. Maybe we can get the cheese that way. Now, in boards like this, it will be very handy to have the echo. Echo's doing more for it than I thought. It just isn't registering at the moment. I wonder why it's doing that. I felt like the things that start with extra damage from some source, I thought they showed that more often. Oh well. Let's heal, just in case. Whenever I get tired of Peglin, for the time being, I do have something else as well that should be very fun. Something not dissimilar to it. Hey, we got a card. Peggle? No, not Peggle. We get Viridian Trinket. Spinfection. Orbert's Nightmare? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Well, I guess we have to find out what that does. Go this way, because that's more chance of relics. That's a weird one. Norbert, OMG. Always knew that would come back to haunt me. It was only a matter of time. Yeah, we're going that way. Navigation is going to be funky with this. Bum, 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 bum. I think they absolutely nailed it with the DVD reference. I think I said please 7 times there. I think I did, yeah. Fake fan. Haven't even played it myself. It was just one of, I think one of the earlier games that got me into watching gaming on YouTube. Ooh, it's still sticking around. It's still kicking. Very nice. Thank you. Okay, continue. Definitely want to go this way. There we go. I think the first game I watched on a YouTube series was Pikmin. That makes sense. That makes sense. Ooh, this is much nicer of a slide when you're going at it upside down. Massively changes up all the boards. Mechanically. Whoop. Well, that's okay. Okay, plus 311. Jolly good. This is going to be enough to kill, so I was hoping for more in the way of coin collection, but that's alright. Continue. There we go. Ah! Minute time. This should do it. Nice. Hey, and we got the card. Nice. Yours base damage, otherwise it would command an additional crit. All orbs of Echo 10. Does that make it this Echo 90? Does that make this Echo 90? It doesn't say. Alright, gotta pay close attention to how much damage that does. Alright, that's just added on top of it, so... 80% plus 10%. It's effectively everything. Might have a little bit of a rounding thing going on there, but... We're looking for the cheese. POV, you are a mouse. Yeah, isn't this the plot of like The Rescuers or The Great Mouse Detective or something? One of those, I'm sure. Cheese! Now we remove the orb. And everything should be fine. Plot of every mouse ever. Okay, so in theory, we should be able to just sit here. We have cheesed the game! Okay, let's go... Do we go to the shop or do we go... Let's leave it up to chance. Okay, to the shop it is. Enemies don't get their extra turns for your first reload, too. Increase max HP by 5. Yes. Into bulwark. So now we're getting bulwark as the fight goes on. I have no idea if that will even come into effect at all, but yeah, look, there we go. We're just stacking bulwark. Wow, you made it into a mobile indie game? Aha, but I am playing it correctly. Oh, it costs less. Okay, that's good. It costs less than it did before. Not indie idle. Well, that makes far more sense, yes. Ah, this is better! This is better! They're applying it to the pegs instead of directly to me! Good job, developers! You fixed part of what was so awful about the pigment fight. New screensaver? You're welcome to it. Can't take this. That would ruin it. Boards contain one less crit. Matryoshka shell. Let's take that. Next act, whenever you add an orb, you must remove a non-pebble orb. Purchases will cost some HP instead of gold. You enter each node with 100 darkness. Blinded by the fight. Oh, man. All right. I think the only thing anything could do to damage me is slowly lowering my max HP like they do later on. Let's see. Shop elite. Shop. Yeah. Okay. As long as that max HP down is linked to them landing a hit, I will be good. I don't think that, is gonna do anything for me, but, hang on. I need to double check something. I'm pretty sure there is an achievement for win a run after accepting the vampire's deal but skipping the infernal ingot. We can do that. Accept the offer. Skip. If we win the run now, we get an achievement. We're getting Spintel, increase max HP, and head to the shop. Now, is there anything we can get here? Whenever you gain Muss Circle, increase the amount gained by 1. I don't think this actually does anything for me. Because it counts as 1 proc of gained Muss Circle still. Well, that's fine. I'm gonna go this way, so... Okay. Can still get there if it goes to the right. It'll just be a bit less convenient. Very nice that the cheese was buffed to increase in effect over time. It will kind of stink if you got an interesting run like this for some degree of the... Uh-oh. Okay, no, we're still good. We're still good. For a certain degree of interesting as a concept. And you were stuck here for a long time because it only did a certain amount each time. Okay, we want to go that way. Don't go in there. Don't go to the right. There we go. Okay. And it didn't give me an extra relic, which is interesting. Whenever you reload, heal 10. I don't know if that will do anything, but... Into the tear. Boss time. Always there. Seeing the green leach through the arm into the ground. Might have been part of... Ooh. Oh, whenever you defeat a non-minion enemy, convert one peg to a peg that increases your max health by 1. We might be able to get that on... the path back through. In navigation. Which would mean it would still do something. Yeah! Hit it! Ah! And 16 HP. Yes. We'll heal that back up, thanks to... Investing probably isn't going to do anything at this point. We heal it back up right away from the minecart event, courtesy of the well done steak. Could you imagine being a fearsome, nearly unkillable, remorseless dragon like this, and a little Peglin in a funny-looking helmet comes up to your lair, and you just can't kill them, but they smell increasingly bad the longer you attempt to fight them? Or to the degree where... you eventually just die of the odor. Start a battle whenever you reload. Sure, we'll see how much balance we get at the end. This could go horribly. Oh no, they're going to heal because... Okay, are you going to reduce my max HP? They can't hit me, so it doesn't count. Increase max HP by 20, add 1 of 3 rare relics. Let's take some health. If that becomes relevant, then I'm going to be glad I have it. Well, that's useless. Oh, there was a new relic there. I didn't see what it did. Alright, you dink donks. Get ready to, die. They're not healing because I'm not damaged, so I'm not healing, so they're not healing, even though we're linked. Wouldn't the dragonfire burn off the bad smells and replace them with well-roasted Peglin smell? But the fire isn't even touching me, which might be a lovely smell. Planet! Probably isn't too bad. Cave Raven! I mean, I guess not as bad as the bad cheese, seeing as the bad cheese is capable of literally killing you. I mean, not kill you bad. You ever smelled bacon snort that up like Coke? No! More multi-ball! Come on. Hey, we hit a couple of them. 3. There's a 4th one there. Peglin tastes like bacon. You have no idea that that is the case. Oh no. They're intangible. I'm not hitting them, so I'm only dealing 1 damage a turn because their intangible isn't going away. Oh no. VOD watches skip ahead 4 months. No. Oh no! And they are damaging my max health over time. Is it you that's doing that? I think it's this one that's doing that. I never truly figured out what this did. Something... It's the beam attack. Well, time to see if getting my max HP reduced to nothing is enough to stop this from proceeding. 2 more hits, I think. Here it comes.
Beam attack! Beam attack!
Yep. Okay. Cannot cheese. But we got enthralled. Win a run after accepting the vampire's deal but skipping the infernal ingot. And we unlocked some stuff in custom mode, too. Well. Can nothing stop radio? I don't know. I don't know. But we'll be back. I think I'm going to pull up Hades 2. Oh, and get some more water. See you real soon. Hades 2 addict, you shut your yap. Alright, folks, back in just a sec. Remember to refresh the stream if something goes awry.